it's a ticket. Talking margin for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket.
Hey you guys, it's me, Naima B. Welcome back to Dressed in Black, or just welcome if you've never been here before. We pretty much we can talk about fashion, me trying new things, story times, yada yada yada. So, but welcome. And today I want to do a thoughts on my 20s video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, leave a nice comment, follow on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And let's get into the video. I just turned 30. I don't look it, do I? No. I just turned 30 August 4th, and I think by the time you see this video it'll be September, but so I've had a few days to sink into my 30s. I was kind of reflecting on like the differences. Like I started to feel slight differences like the last 2 years of my 20s. I was like, I just, you grow and you change and you feel different. So I just wanted to reflect on like what some of those changes were, and I have my little notes right here. So number one, I'm doing like a highs and a lows. So I'm gonna start with the lows and then come back in with the highs. So number one would be I was way too cautious and not living my life to the fullest. I tried it, like anything you can think of, I've tried it in my 20s, but none of it will like ever come to pass. Like having a kid or going back to school or moving, or for the most part everything would just kind of be a fail. I feel like I had this dark cloud like hanging over me, like, and even though like the big things would fail, it made me not want to do like the little things either. Like I didn't go out. Like I wasn't the typical 20-something-year-old person. Like I didn't have a whole bunch of friends. I went out sometimes, but it wasn't like I'm gonna go to a bar here and there, but like it just wasn't, I just wasn't happy. Like even when I was out, I was always like kind of looking around to make sure like I wasn't like, I don't know, being looked at, or like I just felt too self-conscious to like dance or like talk to somebody. Like it was miserable. Like it was freaking miserable. So I was like, you know what, I had more fun just staying at home, like, and being in my own little world. So that is like, I'm not gonna say something I regret, but something that like I'm reflecting on, and I'm gonna try to have more fun and not to worry about those kinds of things anymore. Number two is I held on to the past way too long. Even before like stuff that happened in like when I was still going to school, like high school, middle school, I was still holding on to shit like you would not believe, like people, incidents, and if you don't get closure, it's kind of hard. Like I assumed that closure meant the person had to say they were sorry, like I had to speak to them, I had to see it with my own two eyes, like, but that's not always what closure is. And 9 times out of 10, I don't think nobody really, it ain't like a movie, like you ain't just gonna get that. Sometimes you gotta create closure on your own and do the inner work. And that's what I had to do, because I mean, when I say I had so many, like I felt like I'm just calling them like ghosts, like just sitting on me, like they were always with me. I feel like I kept meeting the same people over and over again, and it was like, this is just gonna keep happening until I deal with it, so let me just deal with it. Mainly when it came to men, that's what men and jobs, which was weird, but I think that was for a different reason. But for the men, yeah, I felt like I was meeting the same people, toxic human beings, soul sucking entity, just dark, just evil. And I'm like, I'm gonna keep meeting this person until I stand up to him. And I remember the day I had enough, and I went to go assert myself, and all of a sudden he was gone. Like the last version of him that I met. And I'm like, oh, I guess that was it. Like it just take like that last straw to make you be like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to jail today. And then ever since then, I've been good, knock on wood. If I got an issue, if it's that big of an issue, just squash it right then and there. Don't drag it around with you for 20 years, pretty much. 3 is I lost a lot of people that, especially toward the last end of my 20s, please, them niggas was dropping like flies. I lost a lot of people that I thought cared about me the way I care for them. I had to put that part in there. Because people might care, but it could be a different type of caring. Like you're always there for them, you do things for them, you listen to them, but they don't necessarily like care about you the way you care. Like the people that I love, I would die for, I would kill for. Because I have a very small, like, circle. Like, I feel like I have a very limited amount of tolerance for the bullshit. So my circle is just gonna be small regardless. But, like, I knew the same people since I was a kid. Like, that's just the way I've been. And pretty much all of them are gone now. Men, women, yeah. I mean, it was an eye-opener. It was a lot of different lessons. I think I had to learn not to be walked on, to be a pushover, to accept just whatever I could accept from them. Like, no, I'm not gonna keep giving you more than what you're giving me. Like, that's not fucking fair. I get if you down and out and you need more from me at that moment. But if that's what the whole friendship or relationship has been this whole time, and I was just not noticing it, or I was too, like, scared of confrontation to bring it up, like, that's not fucking cool. Like, and like I said in my last video, sometimes God takes the trash out for you. So all the situations that have happened, I don't know if I'm going to make story times about them, because I don't really like talking about all of my stuff. Yeah, I'm just like, well, it was for the bigger purpose of me realizing my worth. Because your worth ain't always just, oh, you know, you talking to some dude and he taking advantage of you. No, it'd be women too. It'd be, you know, people that you thought was your friend and they weren't. They was just tolerating you or whatever the case might be. And I deserve better than that, because I'm a bomb ass human being. I'm only going to get better, and that's their regret. That's going to be their problem, so. Number 4, I lived like I didn't have enough time to make my dreams come true. Like, I didn't have enough time to succeed in life. Like, I think we all kind of sometimes feel like you have to get things done by a certain age, and that's kind of how I was living. I was kind of impulsive. Like, if I knew that's something I wanted to do, I would fill out all the paperwork, I'd pay whatever I had to pay, do whatever I had to do right then and there without really fully thinking about the whole picture, because I felt like I just had to rush to get something done, like whether it was the family or relationship or a career or whatever the case might be. Like, I felt like I had to rush to get through my life, not through my life, but like to some point of success, because I ain't really done much. I feel like I haven't really done much or hit the goals that I wanted to hit, especially, you know, with 30 looming around the corner, 25, I was like, whew, this is it. I'm going nowhere in life. I'm just gonna be an old lady with 7 cats. But like, it goes by so quick. And it's not true that I didn't do anything to succeed. It just didn't happen the way I thought it was gonna happen. And maybe for some things I just wasn't ready for. So that's what I mean by, like, I was living too fast, impulsively. Like, I always felt like the world was gonna end like the next year, so I didn't have time to finish school or do this or do that. Like, that's literally how I felt. And then this year I was like, fuck it. Fuck it. Just, I always tell myself, be like water. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, and I'm gonna do what I want to do and live my best life. So, and number 5 was, I drank way too much. Like, literally from, I think, 19 years old, 19, maybe 20, until maybe 2 weekends ago. Like, I drink all there is to drink. I stayed drunk sometimes for years at a time. Like, I literally just drink every freaking day. I thought it was normal. Like, you know, you see people, they be like, oh, you know, I had a long day at work, and you come home and get a glass of wine. But that's not what I was doing. I drank the whole bottle. And I ain't want like the regular small bottle. Like, I wanted the big one. I could take the whole big one down by myself and then get another one tomorrow. Like, I wouldn't eat if I didn't have no money. Like, I would just spend a little bit I had on getting something to drink and worry about what to eat later on, because to me, having alcohol was the most important thing. Like, there was no just having one drink when we go out. Like, I have to have all of the drinks. Like, I have a high tolerance, so I get, for that, I do need more. I did need more, I should say. But most of it was definitely mental and emotional. It was mental because of my anxiety. I didn't feel like I could relax unless I had something to drink. And then emotional just because I was going through a whole lot of shit, as we all do. And instead of, you know, lashing out or overeating as some people do, even though I'm still chunky. But no, I would drink. Oh, anything and everything. Well, I won't drink gin. That's probably my limit. I had to be really, really fucked up to drink that. But yeah, no, I would drink anything and everything. It did not matter. And I'm definitely feeling it now. I'm feeling it. My body, the last time I went to the hospital, she was like, you need to stop drinking. I'm like, so for how long are we talking? She was like, period. Like, stop drinking. I was like, okay. So, and then, yeah, for my birthday, I definitely overdid it, and I feel it. So, I won't say I regret it, but that is a thought I have for my 20s. I gotta do better. We only getting older, and them hangovers is no joke now. So, as far as the highs for my 20s, I know better what I want now, as far as like what I want in love, what I want in my career, or just in general for my happiness. I always assumed happiness was like a destination, as they say, but it starts like where you are. So even though I know I don't want to stay in Baltimore forever, I'm working on my happiness right here and right now. I'm doing the things that I would do when I'm not gonna be here anymore. It's like, why wait till you're there to start eating better, living better, looking better, you know, saving your money better? Like, just start now. Like, start all those, because once you get there, if you're not already doing those things, you're not gonna just start all of a sudden, and you'll probably fail. So I'm just living my best life where I am now. I'm not rushing it anymore. I'm still like going for the goal, but I'm not putting as much pressure on myself. Happiness starts here. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Like, I know better what I want in relationships, for sure. Like, I'm just dating to have fun now. I used to date and be like,
are you gonna be my husband? How many kids do you want? Does your last name sound good with my first name?
like, I used to do the most. Like, you know, I want to date obviously for a relationship, because that's just how I am. I don't want to just date to waste time and waste money, because that's just not me. But I'm not taking it as seriously. I'm learning to relax a little bit more and just enjoy the day, enjoy getting to know the person. Try some new food, you know, try a new place you never been to. Like, be more in the present. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, number 2 is I'm becoming more of an extrovert, which I feel like I'm just returning back to who I was, because I only became an introvert because of certain circumstances, like my anxiety and stuff. But that was never actually me. There are times I like to be alone, don't get me wrong. The beginning of quarantine, I was good. I don't know about y'all. I was like, what? This is my normal life. Welcome to my life, everybody else. Like, in the house, drinking. What? YouTube? Like, yeah, that was me. But like, no, I'm an extrovert. Like, I love to talk. I love to party. I love to go out and do new things and explore. And like, I just love being like vibrant. And I ain't been that way in 6th grade, maybe? That's so funny. I can literally remember the last time I was happy. Doesn't that like fucking suck? The last time I laughed was like 2001. Like, I remember, yeah, I think it was 6th grade. And then everything just went to shit. But, you know, whatever. It took some time, but I'm back now. And yeah, I can't wait to see like what life has in store, like how I'm gonna approach it now that I have a different mindset. So 3, pretty much like I said before, I lost a lot of people that I thought cared about me. But if I flipped it, because I'm gonna flip it, because I'm trying to be more positive, that was, like I said, it was for the best. I'm making room for this new chapter in my life. I have lots of space. Please apply if you think that you are eligible. And because I'm open to meeting new people all the time, cool people. I just have, you know, that was the universe making room. That's how I'm gonna look at it. And a lot of these people I used to put before myself. Like, I spend money on them, you know, I would kind of carry their baggage, even though it wasn't for me to carry. Like, because I'm an empath and I can feel what other people feel. And, you know, I felt like I was the person people always want to call when some shit went wrong. Like, it was never just, hey, how are you? Let's go do something fun. It was just like, I felt like I was their emotional dumpster, and now I get to be my own emotional dumpster and be here for myself and treat myself. And self-care isn't even really a treat. It's kind of like, that's what you're supposed to do. And I didn't look at it like that. I'm like, whew, I'm spending too much time on myself. Let me go find something to fix or someone to fix. And now I don't feel that way. Now I'm like, well, I've spent the last decade either giving my time away or wasting it drinking. So now I get to give it to myself, like, for the first time. So I'm just really excited for the new people that are gonna come in. And of course, everybody ain't gonna be angels. They gonna suck too sometimes. I mean, at 30, you still making mistakes and whatnot, but I'm hoping the people that'll be here now will be a lot more wise and kind and mindful about their energy and their intentions. Like, why be fake? Just, I might want the same thing you want. You ain't gotta lie to me. I'm just saying. Number 4, oh, that's pretty much piggybacking. what I just said. I have a more positive mindset. Like I had so many, I just had a freaking breakdown 2 weeks ago on my birthday. Like I had so many breakdowns in my 20s, it wasn't even funny. Them last 3 years of my 20s was just shit on a platter. I had so many mental and emotional breakdowns, like, and it was all because of other people. At least my last one was for me. It was because of other people, whether I got treated like shit or yeah, that's pretty much it. I got treated like shit. You know, people not returning the same love that I give to them. Me just like, what is wrong with me? Why they don't love me the way I love them? Am I taking this too seriously? Like, no. It ain't taking it too seriously when you doing for them. Then it's fine. But the moment you expect anything, then it's an issue. Like, no. Yeah, my mindset is completely different now. I'm not saying I'm selfish, but I'm like, it's a very short list of people that I'm finna go out of my way for. I'm just gonna mind my business, and I'm gonna act like I don't see you struggling now. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. That old Naima's dead. Y'all done killed her. She's done. So, and number 5, the best thing that came out of my 20s is that I started my business. Like, as I'm recording this, I literally just got another order, and I'm so not used to even hearing that damn ding. Ain't that sad that Shopify give you? I'm like, I am excited. Like, this is probably the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, doing YouTube, like, just talk. Like, I'm talking. I'm the girl that avoided public speaking like the plague in school. Like, I can't believe I'm even doing this. Like, I hope I get to travel. I hope I get to live life on my own terms. My next step obviously is to design my own stuff. That was always the goal. The future is bright with this business. It's a great outlet. I'm hoping to meet a lot of like-minded people. It's not all about the money. It is, I honestly want to create like a community, like a family, as I call the DMB fam, and meet other creatives and extrovert, introvert, weird, quirky people like myself. And I just want to be freaking happy. Like, I can be the drunk rich auntie. I think I can fit that into my schedule. I definitely can do that. If I'm not gonna have a kid and no man, why not be paid? I mean, why not be happy and be on a yacht somewhere for my photo shoot? Why not? Like, I'm hoping that Dressed in Black will become something so like worldwide, household, but not watered down, you know what I mean? I want it to be a safe space for the unique individuals, the people that wore all black and sat in the back of the classroom and ate lunch in the art room and dropped out of high school because they couldn't deal with their anxiety. Like, well, I want to do other things I'm not gonna mention, but they will be really, really good for mental health as well, because that's very important to me. But yeah, that is my thoughts on my 20s video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please leave a comment. Tell me about how, if you are in your 20s, anything you don't regret, but something you might have done better or you want to do better. If you're not in your 20s, let me know, like, what are your thoughts in your 20s? Like, if you can relate to anything I just said. Please subscribe. Please leave a nice comment. Like, share, follow Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Of course, shop at dressedinblack.com so I can hear my little phone ding again. And yeah, see y'all next time. Bye.